My friend, draw close. Cease your labors for a moment, silence the clamoring world outside, and listen. Listen not with your ears, for they have grown deaf from the drone of mediocrity, but with your heart, for it still remembers the song it was born to sing. I come to you today not as a peddler of hollow hopes or a merchant of fleeting fantasies. I bring you no magic potion, no secret map to a buried treasure. The treasure you seek is not buried in some distant land. It has been with you since your first breath. The secret I will share is not whispered in the covens of the powerful. It is shouted by every sunrise, written in the code of every snowflake, and reflected in the depths of your own eyes. The secret is this, and I implore you to burn it into the very fabric of your soul, Yao Yuar Naturas, Giratas Damai Racle. Let them roll off your tongue. Say them aloud even if your voice trembles. Yo, you, Are, Natu Is, Giidist, Miarafwi. Do you feel the resistance? Do you hear the cynical laughter from the dungeons of your own mind? The voice that whispers, a miracle? Me, you must be mistaken. I am ordinary, I am tired, I am struggling. I am a creature of habit and failure, a prisoner of circumstance, a ship tossed on a sea of debt and disappointment. I hear that voice, for it has been my own companion in the darkest of nights. It is the liar, the thief, the assassin of dreams. It is a voice cultivated by a world that profits from your self-doubt, a world that wants you to believe you are a sheep, so you will quietly follow the flock to the slaughterhouse of a life half lived. It wants you to be a cog, identical and replaceable, so the great grinding machine of conformity, it can continue its meaningless work. They have taught you to measure your worth in the currency of others' approval. They have convinced you to compare your singular, unrepeatable existence to the carefully curated highlight reels of your neighbors. You look at your hands and see only caluses, not the instruments that can build, create, and comfort. You look at your face in the mirror and see only the march of time, not the living map of a journey no other human has ever taken. And so, you have accepted the lie. You have settled into the comfortable prison of the ordinary. You rise, you work, you eat, you sleep, and you repeat, all while a silent scream echoes in the chambers of your heart, a scream for meaning, for purpose, for the realization of the promise that flickered within you at birth. Today, we silence that scream by giving it a new voice. Today, we break the chains. Today, we cast out the liar. Today, we begin the sacred work of believing the truth. For I tell you, once you truly, deeply, and unconditionally accept that you are nature's greatest miracle, your life will not simply change, it will be reborn. The world will remain the same, but you will perceive it through new eyes, and in doing so, your world will be transformed. Let us begin by examining the evidence, for your mind, trained in the harsh school of logic and doubt, demands proof. Very well. I shall be your advocate and present a case so overwhelming that no jury of your fears could dare to refute it. Consider the sheer, staggering improbability of your existence. For you to be here, now, reading these words, required a chain of events so complex, so astronomically unlikely that it defies all calculation. Countless generations of your ancestors had to survive war, famine, and plague. They had to meet against all odds at a specific moment in time. From the union of your parents, out of millions of possibilities, one single, unique combination of genes was selected to create the blueprint for you. Think of it. There is no one on this earth who shares your exact genetic makeup. Not one among the billions now living, nor one among the countless billions who have come before. Your fingerprints are unique. The patterns of your iris are unique. Your voice print is a signature that can never be forged. You are a limited edition of one, a masterpiece conceived by the grand architect of the universe, never to be repeated. Can a being so utterly singular, so meticulously designed, be considered anything less than a miracle? But the miracle does not end with your physical uniqueness. Look within to the universe that resides between your ears. In your skull rests the most sophisticated and powerful instrument in the known cosmos, your brain. With it, you can reason, you can remember, you can dream. You can hold in your mind the memory of a childhood scent, and in the next moment, contemplate the vastness of space. You can learn from the wisdom of Plato and laugh at the comedy of a fool. You can compose a symphony, design a cathedral, or write a poem that can make a stranger weep. This mind gives you the power to choose. A lion must hunt. A bird must fly. A tree must reach for the sun. They act according to instinct, to the unchangeable laws of their nature. But you can choose. You can choose kindness over cruelty. You can choose hope over despair. You can choose to get up after you have fallen. You can choose to change your habits, to learn a new skill, to become a better person than you were yesterday. This power of choice is the divine spark. It is the very essence of your miraculous nature. To neglect this power is the greatest of all tragedies. And what of your senses? We have become so accustomed to them that we have forgotten they are portals to wonder. Today, resolve to experience them anew. When you next see a sunrise, do not just glance at it. See it. See the impossible explosion of color, the violets, the golds, the crimsons, and know that you are witnessing a daily cosmic spectacle. When you hear music, do not just let it be background noise. Hear it. Hear the harmony, the rhythm, the emotion woven into the notes by another miraculous mind. When you embrace a loved one, feel the warmth, the life, the connection that passes between you. When you taste your food, savor it. These are not mundane events, they are gifts. They are the constant, reaffirming evidence of the miracle of being alive. I ask you, with all this evidence laid before you, your impossible uniqueness, your godlike mind, your wondrous senses, your power to choose, how can you possibly persist in the belief that you are ordinary? To do so is a greater leap of faith than to accept the truth of your magnificence. It is an act of willful blindness, a stubborn refusal to see the light that shines within you. I understand, Og. You might say, intellectually, I can accept this. But how do I make my heart believe? How do I live this truth when the world constantly tells me I am nothing special? Now we come to the great work. Believing is not a passive state, it is an active discipline. It is a habit that must be cultivated, a muscle that must be exercised daily. Just as you did not learn to walk or speak overnight, you will not undo a lifetime of self-doubt in a single day. But you can begin. Now, I will give you the tools. They are simple, as all profound truths are. They are the scrolls for a new life. First, you must declare the truth aloud. Upon waking, before your feet touch the floor, before the worries of the day have a chance to lay their siege upon your mind, you will stand before your mirror. You will look into your own eyes and you will say, with all the conviction you can muster, I am Natas Jarius Mirasi Eli. You may feel foolish at first. Your voice may be a whisper. The cynic within will scoff. Ignore it. Say it again louder. I am Nate yours, GRES to Murphy LE. Say it a third time, and this time, try to feel the truth of it vibrate through your body. Let it be the first nourishment your soul receives each day. And when you prepare for sleep, after the battles and toils of the day are done, you will return to your mirror. Regardless of the day's victories or defeats, you will look into your own eyes, perhaps wary, perhaps disappointed, perhaps triumphant, and you will affirm the unwavering truth once more. I am Natiuars, Giara Test Myra CL. You will do this every morning and every night without fail. This is not a suggestion, it is a command. You are reprogramming your subconscious mind, replacing the old, worn-out tapes of inadequacy with the new, vibrant recording of your magnificence. Repetition will forge this belief into an unshakable conviction. When doubt assails you during the day, when you feel the sting of failure or the pang of rejection, you will retreat to a quiet place and repeat the words until your courage returns. They are your shield and your sword. Second, you must act as a miracle acts. Belief without action is a dead seed. A miracle does not cower in the shadows. A miracle does not shrink from challenges. A miracle does not lead a life of timid desperation. From this day forward, your actions will be a reflection of your newfound belief. How does a miracle greet the day? With love in its heart. You will greet the sun, the birds, your family, your colleagues, and even those who try your patience with love. Love is the weapon that dissolves hate, the light that dispels darkness. A miracle understands that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and it wields it generously. You will look for the good in others. You will offer a word of encouragement. You will perform a small, unseen act of kindness. For in uplifting others, you reaffirm the miracle within yourself. How does a miracle face adversity? It persists until it succeeds. Failure will visit you. It is a part of every great journey. But you will no longer see it as a verdict on your worth. You will see it as a lesson, a detour, a test of your resolve. A river is not stopped by a boulder, it flows around it. An oak is not defeated by the winter wind, it bends and its roots grow deeper. You are more powerful than a river, more resilient than an oak. When you fall, you will rise again one more time than you have fallen. You will view every obstacle as an opportunity to prove the strength of your miraculous nature. How does a miracle plan its future? With bold and audacious goals. No more small, safe, timid dreams that are designed to avoid disappointment. You are a miracle! Your goals should reflect that! What is the great mountain you wish to climb? What is the great work you wish to accomplish? What is the great love you wish to give and receive? Write it down! Dare to dream on a scale worthy of your true identity. To aim for a star and hit the moon is a far greater triumph than to aim for the fence and strike it. A miracle does not limit its potential. Third, you must starve the voices of doubt. You must become a vigilant guardian at the gate of your mind. You will no longer allow the poisonous thoughts of fear, envy, and self-pity to take root. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, you will stop immediately. You will take a deep breath and replace the negative thought with your sacred mantra. I am nature's greatest miracle. You will also be careful about the company you keep and the information you consume. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who believe in you, who see the miracle in you, even when you cannot. Distance yourself from the cynics, the complainers, the energy vampires who feed on negativity. Turn off the endless streams of news and gossip that are designed to make you feel anxious and powerless. Your mind is a garden. For too long, you have allowed others to sow weeds in it. From now on, you will be the sole gardener, and you will plant only the seeds of love, hope, courage, and success. You must be ruthless in this endeavor. You must murder procrastination, for it is the offspring of fear. You must strangle the habit of comparison, for it is the thief of joy. You will build a fortress of positivity around your mind, and the truth of your miraculous nature will be the king in that castle. My friend, this is the path. It is not easy. It demands discipline, courage, and above all, persistence. There will be days when the old habits resurface, when the lie of mediocrity feels more real than the truth of the miracle. On those days, you must cling to your new discipline with all your might. Read these words. Stand before your mirror, even if tears stream down your face, and declare your truth. The journey from believing you are nothing to knowing you are everything is the greatest adventure a human can undertake. Imagine the life that awaits you. A life where you wake up each morning, not with a groan of resignation, but with a surge of gratitude and purpose. A life where fear is not your master, but a servant that signals an opportunity for growth. A life where you no longer seek validation from others because you are filled with a profound and unshakable self-worth. A life where your relationships are deeper and more meaningful because you approach them from a place of love and abundance, not of need and lack. A life where your work becomes not a chore, but a joyful expression of your unique talents and gifts. A life of accomplishment, of contribution, of leaving a legacy. This is not a fantasy. This is your birthright. This is the life that nature, God, the universe, whatever you choose to call the great creative force, intended for you to live. The potential has always been there, dormant within you, like a giant sequoia tree contained within a tiny seed. For years, that seed has lain in the dark, cold soil of doubt and neglect. But today, with the water of belief and the sunlight of action, it begins to sprout. Do not wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the promise of the fool. Your life is happening now. This very moment is a fresh starting point. The past is a canceled check. The future is a promissory note. Today is the only cash you have. Spend it wisely. Begin today. Begin now. Take a deep breath. Stand up tall. Go to your mirror. Look at the stranger who has been waiting for you your entire life, and introduce yourself to the miracle you were always meant to be. Declare it. Live it. For you are unique. You are rare. You are precious. You are a being of limitless potential. You are nature's greatest miracle. And once you believe this, everything will change. Go now and live the miracle that you are. Your new life awaits.